Well, hey everybody, it's Dan. Uh, Today I want to do a speed test between the Creality K1 Max and the brand new Creality Ender 3 V3 KE. We're going to see how good a bed slinger does up next to a XY core unit. I know it's not supposed to be as fast, but we're going to see just how much longer it takes this little bed slinger to do a benchy. It will be its very first, sorry about the hand there, it will be its very first print, whereas the K1 I have probably done 1,000 prints. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this camera around, and this is going to be a full length, at least 16 minutes for the benchy. Maybe, I'm not sure how long it's supposed to take on the what's it say over there. It says 17 minutes on the KE. So let's see what happens here. Here is my K1. As you see, I put a riser on it. Don't have to worry about taking the glass top off all the darn time. Got the vent hose for the PLA and lower grades. I have slides that go in those that cover those up so it can print ABS, and man, this thing can print some ABS beautifully, very beautifully. Over here we have a brand new Ender 3 V3 KE. Just came in. I just set it all up. Too many other videos out there already showing how to set them up, so I didn't worry about going through all that with you. I just want to do a speed test on these and see what happens. So let's put these things to a test. Come over here, my camera to focus in. I'm going to click on the boat, and we're going to tell it to print. Since that one's slower, we're going to click on the boat, and we're going to tell it to print. And we're going to let these two machines go and see just what happens here. I don't know if I can stand here like this for 15 minutes, so we'll see what happens. I don't want to do a time lapse on this. I want this to be actual time. Everybody can see just what is going on. Now, the only thing I plan on doing is with this KE is I'm going to print a mount for right here to put the oh, what do I want to call it now? Yeah, I can't even think of what I'll call it now. Oh boy, the input shaper on there, and then I'm going to print another bracket for here to put the camera on it so I can see it and control it all from the phone or my computer, or no matter where I'm at. Of course, the K1 Max already comes with it. The camera's up there, of course. For those of you that know, the camera's up there in that right hand corner for the AI. It's got the LiDAR on it. It's got the input shaper. I run both of these as is without the input shaper, just to see what we end up with here. I'm pretty sure K1 Max is going to beat it, but I want to see the quality. And you know, if I can get a benchy off this little KE in 3 minutes less than what I can get it off of this K1 Max, I will be impressed. Good. That is extremely fast for a bed slinger. I have got, now these are the only two I've got set up right now, but I have a original Ender 3, I have an Ender 3 Pro, and I have the Ender 3 V2. Those are all packed away right now. I also have 5 S8, Sunlu S8s, basically bought them as returns. I haven't even taken 3 of them out of the box. One of them I set up. I pulled it out of here a few days ago and put it out in my other shed for a while, just to get some room in here. I've got one of the S8s that is strictly for parts. Like I said, these were all returns. The other 4, from what I looked at, will all work just fine. Maybe a little bit of fixing, modding here and there. Nothing major. As a matter of fact, those are up there in the boxes, those 3 boxes right there. And next to it is a Boxlab resin printer that I won in a contest 2 years ago, and still haven't pulled it out of the box yet. Haven't had time. And up there is a ton of filament and a G-Tech G10 printer. Right there is my V2. Right now it's got a bad stepper motor on it and a bad stepper driver on the board. Something burnt up in there. Just worked it too hard, I guess. And I've got a Ender 5 Plus out there in my shed also. So I've got quite a bunch of printers. I just don't have room to put them. As you can see, my garage is still under construction. I'm starting to finally get some concrete in. We're doing it pad by pad. As you can see, I got another load of concrete right there to do one more pad. We're going to do it over in that far corner over there and work our way across here all the way through to the back. I did put a small pad in back here so that I could have the facilities area back there. So I do have some concrete back there. There's my little buddy DJ down there. He's over here on the concrete staying cool. With that wood burner keeps it quite warm down here. We're gonna close this up. That's got all my chemicals in it. Should have been closed up earlier. I had some paint out earlier. But as you can see, I got quite a mess in here yet because I'm still trying to move all this stuff to get that concrete in. And then once all that's done, we'll get shelves built and cabinets and all that stuff get put away. And then I'll actually be able to work down here. But in the meantime, we're working on getting a little shop going here. I love my printers. I love having fun with them. I don't know what this KE is doing right now. There it goes. As you can see over here, the K1 Max is already after it. Yeah. That's just the heat up time and everything on that K1 is just so fast. And there she's, I believe it's going. I don't see anything being laid down. Yeah, it's laying some down now. I didn't get the first layer down very good on the setup over here, but then again, I haven't purchased or anything. I mean, I just stuck the filament in there and started this thing, so I went straight from the box to putting it together to doing this video. I didn't do any purging, anything, just set it up. So both these are using the same brand filament, just different colors. I've got black in here in the K1 and gold over here on the KE. See if we can't get down here a little bit and see. Looks like it's off to a good start in there. Been moving pretty darn good for a bed slinger. This one was set up on the Hyper, both of them are set up on Hyper PLA. And I'm going to tell y'all, you can go through GSTD or ID Max. It's three I's, D Max, and get your filament for like $12 or $13 a frickin' roll. And it works perfect on hyper speed. Absolutely freaking perfect on hyperspeed. I don't have any problems with it at all. I did try a couple other brands. One of them that everybody seems to like, Rep Wrapper, it wouldn't print. It just absolutely would not print at hyperspeed. I tried it, I had to slow it way down, and then I actually had to go into Creality Cloud Print, or Creality Print, the software, and I actually had to slow it down even more for that filament to even work. So I found you just have to really play with it biggest thing is to do your temperature towers, do your flow control on your filaments, check them, see what they come out to, preset everything, make you up a new profile, and you'll be set to go. Now, like I said, I have not done anything to that KE yet, so it is running off the file that's on the little USB card, the flash drive. I have not made a print for that printer yet. As this one here, I have literally at least printed 1,000 prints on this thing since I got it, and I've had 3 failures. 3. So I can't complain though. I can't complain. And the 3 failures that I did have were my fault. Basically forgot to put in supports on one of them. One of them forgot to change the filament type. I was trying to print PLA on a ABS setting. Came out pretty mushy. Wasn't so good. But you know, it's just little things like that. But the printer itself has had no problems. Besides, when I first got it, the K1 here, Max, I did have to get a new stepper feeder extruder for it. My extruder was bad right off the bat. Creality, I let them know. They sent me one out the next day. I had it 3 days later. So I'm not going to complain. I've talked to Creality several times about this machine, about different ideas I've had for it, tweaks and stuff like that, and they have always been right there. Now, I don't know if we can see in here. We are up to where it's putting the lip on the outside of the boat. Then over here, we're just a little farther behind. But like I said, this one took a little longer to heat up and get going than the K1. Even though it's not supposed to. It's supposed to have that high super fast. But I think this one has got a much less powerful board, main board, power unit than the K1 Max does. I believe this one's an AC unit and that one's a DC unit, so it's going to take that one a little longer to heat up. But all in all, they are both going to town and looking good. Just curious, once I get that input shaper put on this KE, the camera's not so much a big deal, but the input shaper should make this thing even faster. I should be able to turn the speed up on it pretty good and really get some fast prints out of it. And I've already got one of the Creality enclosures that I won off of one of the Facebook sites. If you guys aren't joined with Creality and some of these other companies out here on their Facebook sites, you're missing out, because they have deals on stuff all the time, and where you can actually win stuff. Like I said, I won that resin printer up there. I ended up getting those S8s. All 5 of them, I think I paid $250 for, so $50 a piece for those S8s, and they were $300 and some a piece when they came out new. And they're good printers. They're good printers. I do have another G-Tech. I can't remember which one it is, but it's got the dual color head on it. I've got to replace the head. I've got a new head for it. They sent me a new one. I just haven't had time to put it on there, but it does dual color prints. And does a good job of it. I just had a meltdown on my hot end, and they ended up sending me a whole new hot end for it. And of course, I've been so busy trying to get this house done upstairs and downstairs and outside, I just ain't had time to put it together. So one of these days, I'm actually going to have a print farm in here, and we're going to try to drum up some business. But you know, after seeing what these machines, these new Crealities, can do, I'm about to probably sell all the rest of these off, even my other enders, and just go forward with these here, the KEs and the K1s. It doesn't matter if it's K1 or K1 Max. I mean, the K1 has the same size bed as this one does. Of course, the K1 Max has got a much bigger, larger bed. It's 300 by 315 bed plate, and this one here is 220 by 220. Can't put quite as big as stuff on it, but if it can print the small items I need just almost as fast as this can, and this one's what, $600 less, almost $550 less than this one, I can go with these, you know. I'll sell the other ones off and use that money to buy these, but that there be an early Christmas present to myself. That one there. This one here I've had for about 6-7 weeks, something like that, and I have had it printing pretty much non-stop, and it's a workhorse, absolutely workhorse. I see all these guys talking about their bamboo labs and the multicolor prints and stuff, and yeah, that would be nice, but all that wasted filament and all that mess, I'd just as soon, I mean, I'm working on getting G-code, where I can actually change this around, where I can actually have it do color changes, and be done with it that way. Now, let's see where these things are at. This one here is actually building just about to over the portholes. And this one is just getting up there to where it's going to start the portholes. Not bad. Like I said, it took a little bit longer for this one here to heat up. But man, for a first print, you guys can see that because it's moved so quick. That really looks good. Really good. Y'all see my little fan in there. That's not for the printers, it's because it gets extremely hot down here. That little wood burner over there, my barrel burner, she puts off some heat. As a matter of fact, it is almost 78 degrees in here right now. And sometimes I have to turn that fan on and open the window because it'll get up to 80-84 degrees, but that thing's heating the downstairs and the upstairs, and there are no vents going upstairs. None. Not a single vent opening going upstairs. That upstairs never gets below 72. So, and that's exactly where I like it. 72 degrees is my comfort zone. We can come over here and look. This one is saying 76%. Well, this one, the screen don't stay on. This one is saying 56%. I just haven't put the settings in it yet to make the screen stay on. I'm sure we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, let's put it to no setting. Back over here now, that screen will stay on. This screen here works exactly like this one does. It's just that one sideways and that one straight up and down. The difference really is you got your USB port over here on the K1. Your USB port is right into the side of the screen on the KE. Man, that thing is smooth, and I'm gonna tell you right now, just standing here, it is 10 times quieter than this K1 Max. And the reason I've actually wanted this riser is to dampen the sound because it was so noisy. I mean, you open this door up, I know you can hear the difference in that. It's just loud, really noisy. But and then when you put, I've got the, like I said, I got those slides that slide down in here on all four sides there. put those in there when I'm doing ADS. Then the machine actually quiets down. You can't really hear it. It's nowhere near as bad. But running PLA and stuff, it's quite noisy. Looks like we got a little artifacting going on up there. This is the first time I tried to run this PLA right here on hyperspeed on this unit, the black anyway. I've run other colors and they're fine. I have not run a temp tower on this black yet, so it may have been a little bit different. It's running about 220 C right now. This one here is running, well, it's 213, 212. So being it's a little slower, it runs a little lower temperature. I still think that's looking really good. It's got a little bit of banding in it. I can see there. That's the only problem I got, was that this is easy tweaks to take out. Being the first hit, I ain't gonna complain. We are at 77% on this KE. And we are at 94% on the K1 Max. Well, as you can see, I put my Desodent patch inside the unit here. It dries them out real good, and then I can bag my stuff back up. But right now I don't have to. It's so dry in here right now. I got a lot of my filament just sitting out. It's no problem now. I do still package up my PETG and my ADS, and this thing has printed PETG and ABS like no tomorrow. The stuff just comes out beautiful. Actually, I think it honestly prints ABS better than it does PLA. The K1 Max is finishing up. We're at 99%. Looks like we got a little bit of sagging on there from the excess heat. Not really bad though. We'll see here when she comes down and stops. You can see now that the K1 Max is done, and the KE is at 84%. Getting into the roof of the boat. So, I mean, for a machine that is a bed slinger, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit for speed this thing's got. Let's go ahead and take this benchy off of this K1. Take a look here. See if we can get some light on it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like I said, I didn't do a temp tower on this PLA, so it's probably ran just a little bit hot. So you can see it's a little melty in places. Not real bad, but nothing I would complain about for a test model. Okay. Close this thing up so it's a little quieter here. Finish watching this KE finish up. And let's see what this says. This says this benchy took 16 minutes. This one says it's still on track for, well, 18 minutes looks like. 2 minutes. I'm not gonna complain about 2 minutes difference from start to finish. I mean, the heat up time was longer. It did take it longer to heat up and get going, but all in all, for this little bed slinger to take 2 minutes less or 2 minutes longer than a Core XY machine that is made to do 600 millimeters a second. This little KE is made to do 500 millimeters a second. That's just freaking amazing. The speeds they're getting on these machines nowadays is tremendous. And I just got to pop up on my screen over here. Light rain starting in 15 minutes. Don't look like much, but we got some coming in. You can see on that side over there, we got a bunch of rain coming Saturday and it's like, no, Sunday and Monday. Looks like it backs off Tuesday though, so we should have a clean Christmas. There she's finishing up. She's getting a tower smokestack on her. The reason I'm going to do this is for you folks that really can't afford to buy one of these big boys for $900, which you can, if you watch, I mean, even today, Micro Center, or Matter Hackers actually had this machine up for $764, and they had the K1 up for $389 and gave a $100 gift certificate for their store. So you're getting this machine for $280 some. One of those, less than well, actually about the same price as I paid for this. This one is done, and it doesn't give a complete finish time on it like the other one did. Well, ain't that something? I was hoping it did, but it don't. But that wasn't more than 2 minutes. So fantastic. Let's pull this thing off here and take a look at it. Probably should have done temp tower and all that stuff on here too. Got a little bit of band in there. A little bit under extrusion there. That's to be expected. Like I said, I did not use their Hyper PLA like I was supposed to. A little bit of drooping in the center. And like I said, I did not make a profile for either one of these machines for this PLA. Let's put it this way, I have made one for that machine. I did not use it. I used Creality's actual print file that came with the machine for that Hyper PLA benching to do it. And that's exactly what I did with this machine. So I expected there to be some faults with it, but all in all, guys, I mean, no stringing. I mean, I don't see any stringing. Box got nice sharp corners, looks good. Everything's laid out good. So anyway, here we go. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with these machines in the near future. Y'all have a great day, a Merry Christmas, and God bless.